Okay, so now we're doing seventh round. Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright is average for that round. Golden Tate.
Don't call me stupid.
I've mentioned Golden Tate before. I think he's gonna have a big, huge year with Megatron and Matthew Stafford over there. So seventh round is good for him. He's still unproven, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to have a good year, but I think he can, and I think I'm leaning more towards he's having a good year. Emmanuel Sanders, the only reason I think he's going to do well is because he's with Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning is throwing the ball. Good value there at 7. Although, yeah, that's all right. Jay Cutler. Everybody was taking the quarterback, so I had to take a quarterback before all the good ones were gone. I think Jay Cutler is a good value at 7 in the 7th round, so I think that's a good value. C.J. Spiller, Raider Nation, he's up and down, but he certainly has the capability of uh, having a good year. Fred Jackson is still, Fred Jackson is older, but he can still run, so he's sharing that spot over there. Anquan Bolden, not a big fan. I think he went too early here. Usually, Anquan Bolden doesn't even get drafted in most drafts, so I think this is a bad value. Sorry, sorry, El Capitan, but in my opinion, is just a bad value. All right, let me have it.
Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you.
Okay, so anyways, that's my opinion about that. Matt Ryan, June Rock is about right, but a lot of times Matt Ryan is still in the later rounds. So June, I don't know if you meant to do that, but at least you got a good quarterback. T.Y. Hilton, it's average for him to be going in the 7th round. Sometimes you'll go in the 6th round, so it's okay value there. Kyle Rudolph is really good value in the 7th round. Usually he's not there. He's gone by the 6th round, so Eddie did well. Gronkowski, a little early for my taste to take a kicker. I would never take a kicker in the 6th round. Hell, I wouldn't take a kicker in the 10th round for that matter, 10th or 11th round. But he wanted a kicker, I guess. So
You blew it!
I don't know what to say about the kicker. Let's put something in there. What should we do?
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
That should do it. Uh, okay, and then Seattle. Seattle's about right. Usually the defenses don't go so early in the 8th or 9th round. Even 10th round, they don't go so early because people are still trying to fill their teams with running backs and wide receivers. But in this case, since Seattle was the first defense last year, I can understand that. Again, a little too early for me, but okay. San Francisco, same thing. One of the better defenses last year, but just a little too early. Kaepernick, I think it's a good value. Thrashing Gods again, good value, good show right here in round 8 with Kaepernick. St. Louis, he's a good defense. You can't fault them for taking them in the eighth round. So I think the computer might have done that, but simply because it's trying to cover the kickers and the defense and all that. But still, good defense in St. Louis. A little too early for my taste. Reggie Wayne, good value. Good value in the 8th round. He's usually a 6 or 7 guy, so if you get him here, that's a good value. I kept it down. Good job. Brandon Cooks. Raider Nation, I don't know if you did your homework with Brandon Cooks, but this dude, like I said before in the other videos, I think he's going to take over the number 1 spot in New Orleans. I think he's going to take it away from Marcus Colts. That's just me. Tony Gerhardt. I'm sorry, Toby. If those of you that don't know about Toby, he was with Minnesota last year, and this dude came on strong, man. He was just building points last season. I don't know if anybody had him last year. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even think anybody had him, but he came on strong, and then everybody rushed to the waiver wire to try to get him. So Jacksonville picked him up, and he's a big talk of the town here. So hopefully he'll do well. Shane Vereen, I think that Whitney Girl's kind of like backing up her running back position, which is okay in the 8th round. Good value, good backup player. He's splitting with Stephen Ridley, splitting time with him, but good value there in number 8. Usually good. Yeah, it's about right, but it usually goes in the 6th or 7th round because I don't know. He just does. Brian Hartline. Now here, Heartless, I don't know about Brian Hartline. He usually doesn't even get drafted in the mock draft, so he's available even after the draft, so I wouldn't have taken him there. So I would say that's a bad pick. But if you wanted him, you wanted him. You know, that's the main thing. Marcus Colston, I mentioned a little bit about him and Brandon Brooks. I think he's going to have an okay year. Last couple of years he hasn't been well, but it's a good value at round 8. Can't go wrong with that with Marcus Colston. Round 9, Lamar Miller. He's sharing time with No Shot Moreno over there. You bastards.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
You bastards did your homework. And Lamar Miller has a chance of taking that starting spot from Moreno. I don't think he is. I think Moreno's going to have an okay season, but I can see he's a good value in the 9th round. Chris Johnson, another one of those guys that kind of fell off, but has a chance to come back with the New York Jets. But I can tell you one thing: he's got Chris Ivory behind him. Those of you that don't know Chris Ivory, Witten's girl had him last year. That brother was getting off as a backup, and he was just towards the end there, the last 2 games, he killed her. He killed her in the playoffs. He could have. She played me. She could have beat me if he would have had a good season or a good game. But the last 2 games of the season, Chris Ivory, I don't want to say choked, but he didn't have very good numbers. So Chris Ivory's behind Chris Johnson. That's one of my sleepers we'll cover later. Phillip Rivers, Witten Girl, good value. I mean, Rivers is usually gone a little bit earlier, maybe in the 7th round, but Whitney Girl, good value there. You can't go wrong with Phillip Rivers. He's a good fantasy quarterback. Tom Brady, I had to take another quarterback because you bastards took all of them.
You were just dumber than a bag of hammers.
And they were gone. So I had to take a quarterback. I settled on Tom Brady. That's the only reason why I took him. Jordan Reed, this is a good value. Jordan Reed at number 9. Some say that Reed might even be better than some of the earlier tight ends that they took in the round. So good value here. Raider Nation, again, good job on that. Ben Tate. You can't go wrong with Ben Tate in round 9 because Ben Tate is a starter at Cleveland. But there's a rookie back there, man, Terrence West. I know I'm giving you all my information so you guys can use against me. So if I don't win the championship this year, you guys know why. Because I'm giving you all my info.
Enough is enough!
So, I'm not going to lie, man. Terrence West is going to kill Ben Tate. He's going to take the job from him this season. Mark my words on that. Next one, Matt Prater, kicker. I think that's a computer thing. So, won't cover kickers. Kicker. Adam Vinatieri, as you can see, the kickers are starting to go for those that had the computer, trying to fill those spots. Joke Bell, you know what? Joke Bell's an okay value at round 9. I know he's not a starter, he's behind Reggie Bush, but Reggie Bush cannot stay healthy, so I think Joke would do well. For a round 9 guy, I think it's a good value there. Good job, Bowie's boys.